welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. Let's go to Senegal, where election statistics come in. In Senegal, the provisional official results of the election reveal that Bassirou Diomaye Faye as the victor with an impressive 54% of the votes. The announcement was made by the National Vote Counting Commission on Wednesday, marking a significant moment for Senegal. Following closely behind was Amadou Bar, who scored 35.7% of the vote. The voter turnout reached 61%, indicating that citizens came out believing in their constitutional right. At 44 years old, Bassirou Faye is set to become Senegal's youngest president, a remarkable achievement considering that he has never held a political position before. His victory has been acknowledged by his opponents, even the current president, Macky Sall. Also earlier today, Rwandan President Paul Kagame congratulated the young head of state via social media. Mr. Faye has had quite the journey. Prior to the election, he and the head of his political party, Ousmane Sonko, were serving prison sentences on charges stemming from incitement of the youth. Despite the setback, Faye wasted no time for election campaigning across the nation. The final confirmation and proclamation of the results will come from Senegal's Constitutional Court in the coming days. Those in Senegal, let us know how proud you are that it looks like your guys' candidate won major. That is pretty big. Once again, from Kush News, congratulations to Mr. Faye. Let's go to Guinea-Bissau, where the son of a former president was sentenced to prison. The son of Guinea-Bissau's ex-president has been sentenced to over 6 years in prison by a United States court for leading an international drug trafficking ring. According to U.S. authorities, Malambakai Sana Jr. planned to use the drug money to fund his ambitions to become Guinea-Bissau's president through a coup. He's the son of Malambakai Sana Sr., who was president from 2009 to 2012. Sana Jr. has been linked to a failed coup attempt back in February of 2022. He was extradited to the United States in August of that year following his arrest in Tanzania. He pled guilty to conspiring to illegally import drugs. He's accused of importing heroin from several countries, including Portugal and the United States. The 52-year-old, known as Bakai Zinho, held several roles in the government, including being the economic advisor under his father's administration. Those in Guinea-Bissau, let us know on your thoughts. Let us know if you feel that justice has been served. Let's go to the Caribbean and end it there. We go to Belize, where they are in a state of emergency. Parts of Belize entered into a state of emergency this week. This follows the surge in gang violence recently. In recent months, the police and the Leadership Intervention Unit have been working with various gangs to quell the violence. But the police commissioner says that some of the gangs are hell-bent on fighting.
State of emergency was declared this morning, covering almost the entire south side of the city, and the Hattieville and another world area of Ruin Creek Village, as well as Young Bank area of Kamalote Village. And so we also have police and BDF operating in Hattieville, in Ruin Creek and Kamalote, picking up those persons who we believe are part and parcels of the flare-up of gun violence in the Belmopan area.
He also stated that the state of emergency is a last resort, but the police are not waving the white flag. Those in Belize, let us know your thoughts on the state of emergency calling. Also, let us know on where do you think the root of the problem stems from. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
It don't cost. Last. Now everybody visit www.mccadero.com. Shayo. go dance to the Ducato. I got merchandise at the Gato. I do weddings and shows in the Pitato. Graduation party, I never feel in this side though. And I got when in the Gato, I'm in the lean and in the cut. Big dad and the lavo. She manipulate my love. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from Swahili. And it reads, a patient person never misses a thing. Once again, a patient person never misses a thing. Swahili proverb. This can either go, I disagree and I agree with this on two different, I agree with this because, don't be such in a rush. Oftentimes those of us that involve ourselves into illegal activities, it's because we're too impatient. We don't have a long-term vision on what is to come. We just see something that can be easy, especially the easy money. That can be a high risk, no reward, and then you either end up in prison or you end up in the grave. And because you weren't patient enough to wait for whatever it is that you wanted to get with that money. But I also see this as, take it with a grain of salt, because if you wait too long on something, that thing might have a short window of opportunity and you missed it because you were trying to time it right. Especially those of us that involve ourselves in the stock market trading. Trying to time the market, they often state, is the worst thing that you could do because you have no control over it. So there's a good and there's a bad with this. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.